Okay, today we're supposed to be getting some rain later on this evening, and the weather's going to turn nasty again. So I'm going to do a little bit of tractor work. But I thought I'd make this short little video on how I do the multi-camera filming and how I get it all synced up. So we're gonna kind of look at this and be a little of this, and then I'll actually show later in the video some screenshots in the video editing software of how I line it all up. It's really not that hard to do. So what I've got going on the tractor, get them out of my pocket here. I've got my two Ion the Game cameras, and I went ahead and ordered another one because I found where I could get them real cheap off Amazon right now, and I have a link in another video, and I'll put a link in this video while they still have them. They really, the price was like 25 bucks. So anyway, what we're first going to do, and I don't have the main camera on a tripod, I didn't bring it out here, so it's sitting in a chair. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set some stuff up, and we're going to take a look at basically how I get this stuff all lined up. Okay, I've got both the game cameras sitting down here on this chair. They're both turned on, and they're both recording along with this camera. So I'm going to have to set this one down. I'm sorry I don't have a tripod out here. But basically what we're going to do is I'm going to try to flip this around to where you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I've got all three of these cameras going, and I've also got an audio recorder going. I'm going to try to use that today too. So now to get these all synced up, what I found really works good is I'm going to take and clap my hands. I do it 3 times. What that does is it puts an audio spike on all the cameras that I can then use to line up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the 2 cameras, and we're going to go out here and mount them on the tractor. I got out here the tractor, and you can see right here I've got one of the it's a helmet mount that comes with it. I put a little pad behind it, and it's tie wrapped to the rollover protection bar, and I've got the other one for the rear facing right over there. So these have these quick slide clips. It also will work on the standard screw for most camera mounts. So I'm just going to slide that in there and snap it back, and then we're going to go around over here and do the one for the rear. And this is the rear facing. Now that's all I've got right now. Like I said, I've got another camera be in later this week, and those are snapped in. So once that's done, I can take off. I just leave those recording, and everything else happens in the software. So we're going to go ahead and shut this main camera off and go do a little tractor work. I gotta clean my barn up, okay? That's summertime work.
Okay, I did the recordings out there on the tractor and stuff with the multiple cameras, and I brought the video and audio into my video editing software. I used the Sony, well, it used to be Sony, but now it's just called Movie Studio 14 Platinum. And what I've done is I went ahead and created the 3 video tracks and brought the audio in, and I moved them all around because I wanted the audios to be stacked over the top of each other so that I could see the points. Now, you remember I had said that I had, the way I do this, I clap, and then I usually clap 3 times, and that gives me some audio spikes that I can then use to line up. Now, on the cameras that we have going on here, you'll see that right here is an audio spike. Here's a set of 3 audio spikes, and here's a set of 3 audio spikes. And on the microphone that I had, I turned it on a little bit ahead of all this, and so here's the 3 audio spikes there. So what I'm going to first do, because that's way down there, I'm going to go ahead and just select this right here, and I'm going to trim that out. This will be different on your software, and I'm just going to go ahead and bring this down a little bit so that I can kind of get in there close. Now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in on this, and this is the furthest one down, so I'm going to put my marker right there. And then, well, let me get that marker right there. Got that marker right there on there. Now, I selected the video because when I move it, it's going to move the associated audio with it. And I'm going to move that down until those line up. So now I'm going to select the next video track, and I'm going to move its audio down, line those marks right up there. And then now I'll select the microphone, and I'll move that first spike of that to that. So that's really all it is to it. I'm not going to go into all the video editing that goes on, but I've got those in there. Now, I know it looks like this is stretched a little bit, and I'm only looking at the other ones and stuff. But we'll do whatever final adjustments we have to do in there. But the main thing is we get these front ones typically lined up, are the best ones that you can see. And then if I need to adjust anything else, I'll adjust it by stretching it a little bit. But anyway, that's basically about it on how you line them all up in there and do it. And so I'll probably put out a little segment of the completed video when I'm done. I kind of wanted to jump back to this just a second and show you. This is with all the videos and the audios lined up. They're synced, and you see this staggered timeline here, and that is because everything was started at different times and stuff. So they're pretty well synced up. Another thing that you can do if you're doing multicam is once you get them synced up, you can just back up the video some, and then have all your audio channels turned on and just listen for an echo. That today too. So now to get these all synced up, what I found really works good is I'm going to take and clap my hands. I do it 3 times. So as you can see there, and hopefully you heard that over the microphone I'm recording on now. but we didn't really have an echo at all. So that means that we're about as good as we're going to get for a non-professional setup. You know, I don't have the little number counters and all that kind of junk on the cameras. But anyway, so that's basically, I just want to touch base with that, kind of show you how this looks once everything is synced up as far as all the audios and videos being lined up. Now I've got to take this and make a couple of different videos out of it.